Hi, everybody. I'm Ryan with Inventory Optimizer. Today I'm here with Craig Barnell, and I know that in our last video that we talked about Trump's 145% tariffs. And today, I'm sure as everybody knows, those tariffs have been paused for 90 days and have been reduced down to 30% tariffs. So Craig and I are going to be going through Inventory Optimizer and updating our service levels, as well as our lead times for Fishers Finery for our products coming out of China. And we just wanted to share with you how that works, and just going through a handful of those items that we purchased from China.
Yeah, Ryan, I think it's important for us to just go over how we can leverage technology to deal with these issues as they come up. And as we left off last time, we were looking at optimizing inventories based on, the change, that huge increase in the tariffs. So recently we have this window opened up that gives us 90 days to get products here. So without further ado, let's jump right in. So we're starting on our home screen, but we're going to immediately jump right into our items. We're going to sort our items on our products, and this is actual data from Fishers Finery. This is our best-selling product. It's a child of a parent, and 8,664 units so far, last 365 rolling days. So first thing I'd like to cover, Ryan, is we have lead time and we have service level. So I'm just going to drag service level over to its most important part here, number one. So as a reminder, service level is a confidence level of out of stock probability. The higher we push the service level, the lower, or the higher we push service level, the more stock we're going to maintain, so that the odds of running out drop statistically. So when we change it to 9, pushing it way up toward the top, what we're going to be telling our forecasting algorithms and our machine learning and AI is we do not want to run out of this product. The reason this becomes so important in this current environment is we have this unique opportunity for the next 90 days to leverage a shipment, and we want to make sure we bring in as much product that we know we're going to sell. We don't necessarily want to order way too much, but we want to bring in as much as is reasonable during this window of opportunity with the lower tariff. So again, since we're sorted by highest selling products to lowest, it's a relatively easy function to accomplish because we're going to be dealing with our highest sellers. Now, for us, our best-selling product is a silk pillowcase, and the supplier is Zebo. So there's a bunch of different filtering options that are built into the system. One of the easiest ways to filter, if you have parent-child relationships, is just to copy the beginning of the SKU tree. If you're hierarchical like we are, just copy that, paste it. Got a bunch of different options: contains, equals, not equal, but it contains that. So we're going to filter. This is our best-selling product class. It's one of our silk pillowcase. So we've just shrunk the view to only work on this one product. So again, we've got the 3 most important pushed up to a 9 service level, which again is telling the software, hey, this is very important. We do not want to run out of stock. So build statistically the highest amount of safety stock that is reasonable. Now, the other thing we want to think about right now is lead time. The software is designed to take into account the amount of time it's going to take from when a user of the system places a purchase order to the number of days it's going to take to land that product in the US. The more often that you order, the lower the amount the system's going to tell you to order, because you can replenish more quickly. The longer your lead time, obviously the system has to accommodate more inventory because you're not ordering as often. So for us, we order this product every 30 days, and it takes approximately 75 days for the product to get to the US. So you add those two together, it's 105. So what we're going to do is we're going to bulk manage this group of products so that we don't have to click one at a time. I'm going to download the data. Bring that onto this screen. And so what we're going to do quickly is we're just going to change the lead time to go out to 125 days. So I'm increasing my lead time significantly. And what that's going to tell the system to do once we rerun the forecast is to stock substantially more product to cover that increased window. So we'll do that.
And for everyone, like, knows he's working currently with items, but this setting's available on the company level or on the supplier level. So if you just have to change your lead time for one supplier, you can go ahead and do that. And then if you have to only adjust it for one or two items, you could do that as well. So these settings are available on the supplier level as well as on the item level.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. That's a great point. I get so used to doing the things that I do that I forget these little things.
No worries. Everyone has their own process of working an inventory optimizer, and there really isn't a one size fits all. Craig, you just were able to successfully upload that bulk edit for the 73 items.
Yes. And now you'll see that our lead time has been updated as well as our service level. So at this
Great.
point, so that we can deploy the AI solution, we need to rerun a forecast. Before I do that, I do want to take a moment to show what it looks like in purchasing. So suggested POs, these products come from this supplier of ours. We work with a number of suppliers, and this supplier right now only shows a very small amount of needed inventory because we did place some large POs when this window opened, but we're going to go back through the exercise to show everyone so we can watch what happens. It's saying that we only need to purchase $3,400 worth of product. We changed those settings, and we're going to rerun a forecast right now. Forecast has been redone. It shows that we just finished it a moment ago. And if you recall where we were previously, we were at about a $3,000 need to purchase from Zevo. But again, we increased the service level and we increased the time that it's going to take, the horizon of when the product's going to be needed to cover. So the amount of time it takes from issuing a PO to getting it into the United States. So we went a total increase of $122,000 in product. So what we'll do is we'll take a look at this PO specifically. And what we'll see is the product that it's forecasting on the best-selling items is to cover that sales horizon. So basically what we're doing is we're telling the system, hey, we want more inventory. Now, we don't have tariff filters built in for obvious reasons. It's the first time in history that, at least in my lifetime, it's ever happened. But we have a great workaround, and that is to increase the service level, which is decreasing the probability of running out of stock by changing the algorithms and the AI forecasting, and then extending the time horizon for the amount of product we want to order to cover that window. So in essence, if we take a look at what we've just done, we've added a substantial amount of product to cover not only what we already believe we need to order, but also to take advantage of this opportunity with the lower tariff to get product here more quickly.
Great. And the other thing too is we also do have the ability for you to upload your unit cost. And so if you could factor into your unit cost, the cost of the tariffs, that will also be reflected in the total value of the purchase order. So you could better have a better idea of what you need to order and how much you'll have to invest in that purchase order.
That's a great point. I did hide a bunch of the columns to not make it overly complicated. But you're right, Ryan. So when you're working with our product, you can go right from this section to actually issuing a PO.
Absolutely. Yeah. The PO wizard makes it very easy to create an actual PDF with all the information that you'll require to generate that purchase order and send it off to your supplier. The other thing I wanted to note, so all of our viewers are aware, is that after generating a PO in the PO wizard, we do store it so you won't have to worry about it, getting lost, or if you have to reprint it or resend it, it'll be uploaded to our software and it'll be factored into future purchasing decisions.
Exactly. So when you click the PO wizard button, It's as simple as giving your PO number, establishing that, the date. Sometimes you're working on it, but you don't want to issue it for another week. And then the receive date, again, is based on your horizon that you've just put into the system of the amount of time it's going to take. But you can alter that. It's customizable. And then you can work by supplier, which we're in Zibo right now. So it's as easy as save, and then the data that's displayed here that it's telling us to order, it's going to save that, and you'll be able to send that file to your manufacturer.
Exactly. All right, well, that's all that we're going to cover for today on how we're dealing with these tariff changes, which I'm sure will be changing over the next 90 days. Hopefully, not within those next 90 days, but who knows? In today's times, things are kind of a bit of a roller coaster ride, and we have to be flexible. And we could see with Inventory Optimizer, it allows us that flexibility.
Absolutely. Well, thanks, Ryan. We appreciate the opportunity to show what we can do and how we can overcome some of these obstacles.
Anyone who has any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can send me an email at support@inventoryoptimizer.ai or leave a comment in the video below. Please, if you have a chance to, you could subscribe. We'll have more of these videos coming out on how we use Inventory Optimizer, as well as news in the e-commerce ecosystem. And yeah, thank you all for watching.